What's going on, friends? Today I want to talk about the pros and the cons of doing your marketing in-house versus outsourcing your marketing. So as most of you know, my company, Contractor Dynamics, is a marketing training company. So we help roofing and contracting companies build out marketing machines inside their businesses. We help them identify their ideal prospective clients and their projects. We help them create content that's going to cut through the noise and get the attention of those people. We help them run their own ads. We help them generate their own sales and appointments, build a lead handling, follow-up, and nurture system so that they have a brand building and lead generation machine inside their businesses. So naturally, this is a conversation that I have pretty much almost every day. And I had a conversation with a roofing company owner just a couple days ago. And this gentleman is considering joining our training program, and then another company that's basically going to generate leads for him. So I want to kind of break down that situation because it's a very common situation that roofing companies face when they're trying to put the right pieces in place to get to where they want to go, right? So this roofing company owner has about a decade of experience, so he's not new to the game, and he's reached that common level where it's about $2 million a year, where you hustle your way there through door knocking and sales and, some word of mouth and things like that. And you get to kind of that ceiling of $2 million a year, where you're like, all right, I've got myself here, I'm grinding, I'm working long hours. And now I need to figure out what are the pieces that I need to get in place to get to that next level. So for this particular roofing company owner, his goal is within a few years to get to around $10 million a year. Now, hopefully we can work with him on getting that more exact so we know hey, by 2026, we're doing $10 million a year in revenue, whatever that is, getting very specific on that. But that's his goal, right? And he's at 2 million. He knows that in order to get to 10 million, it's not just doing more of the same stuff, right? It's about putting the right people and the right systems in place to be able to get there systematically and with a high level of confidence. So at this point, what this owner is considering is potentially joining our training program, which would mean that he and his admin assistant would come in to our virtual training program. They would learn all the things I just went through. They would learn how to create their own brand, how to create their own content, how to consistently generate their own customers. In addition to that, they would learn how to build their brands so that they can attract top quality team members to go out and sell. To help with operations, to help with production and all those different things. Right now, they're a little bit frustrated because they have a couple sales reps that he knows aren't the right people for the seats that he has, but he really hasn't done the work to go out there and find the right people. So that's another piece that he needs to put in place. But a lot of times, as a roofing or contracting company owner or leader, you don't think about how powerful that is to build a magnetic brand to where those ideal prospective clients or rather team members are going to see your company and say, hey, that company's got some cool stuff going on. They've got some awesome leadership. They're growing. I love their brand, their culture. I want to be a part of that. I'm going to reach out to them. And if you don't believe me, we actually are hiring a person this week who reached out to us because she said, we had a relationship with her throughout the industry, but she reached out to us a couple months ago and said, hey, I love what you guys got going on. I love your culture. I love that you're always sharing your wins on social media. Are you guys hiring? And at the time we were not, but about a month later after she contacted us, we actually were like, yes, we are actually hiring. So let's have that conversation. And she reached out to us because she saw our brand and content and everything like that. And that happens for roofing contracting companies as well, who have that content, who have that brand, who are sharing the journey, who are documenting the things that they're doing. So it absolutely is something that you need in order to build that team of like-minded people. So this owner is considering that, joining our training program, learning how to do everything in-house versus this other company that I won't name that is going to, I think, generate a bunch of leads for them. Maybe do some things on Google, their website, whatever, generate the leads for him. At this point, this roofing company owner doesn't really understand what this other company does. He couldn't even articulate it to us. And when we asked him, hey, what's this other company going to do? Because we're just trying to guide him on, what's the best thing for you. Right? So if you're going to outsource your marketing to a company like that, and they're going to, it's not even outsourcing marketing, it's outsourcing your lead gen, right? You are, that company might be able to generate the right amount of leads that you need to get to 3, 4, 5 million, 10 million, and whatnot. But If you do that and you never understand how to create content, how to build your brand, how to generate your own customers, you're always going to be reliant on outside companies to generate customers for you, right? And I don't know about you, but I don't know many $10 million a year companies that don't have a system for building their brand and generating their own customers, right? I don't know any $10 million companies that are completely reliant on outside marketers and agencies and lead gen companies to generate customers for them. I really don't, honestly. We've been doing this almost 10 years, working with hundreds of different companies at all different levels, from startups to $100 million companies and beyond. But I do know a lot of $10 million companies that have a system for creating their own content, putting out some content, maybe running some of their own marketing, whether it's offline or online, and having an outside marketing agency or freelancer or person helping them with that, augment that process, right? So it's a combination, doing some stuff in-house and hiring out some of those more technical things like maybe Google Ads or SEO or whatever it might be, depending on your business. That is a really good 1-2 punch, right? Because you're not reliant on an outside agency, but you're also not relying on yourself to produce all your customers. Like, you have the brand building and content, which is something that, that's authentic to you. That's authentic to your company. Like, that content's got to come from within. And then you have the outside technical ability to kind of pour fuel on that fire if that's what you want, all right? So I just want to give you guys some things to consider as you're trying to put those pieces in place. You can either do all of your marketing in-house, and a lot of our clients do that. A lot of them will have a full-time marketing manager inside their roofing or contracting company, or they have like a spouse or an admin person, an operations person that is doing marketing for 10 hours a week, like 10 dedicated hours a week toward marketing. That's enough to really make it work as you get to that $10 million mark. Above and beyond that, yes, you're going to need some full-time people in-house doing marketing. But until you get to that $10 million mark, like having someone that is doing 10 hours a week of marketing inside your company and doing the marketing, and also maybe liaising with some outside companies and whatnot to collaborate with them, to hold them accountable, to look at the results and measure and track and analyze and adjust and all that good stuff, all right? So you can have that person. If you're going to outsource your lead gen, right, maybe that works at the very beginning. Maybe that is the fastest way for you to get to that $1 or $2 million a year mark. And that can certainly work, right? But it's the minute you have some breathing room, some time, some money. It doesn't need to require a lot of money, but some time certainly. You need to be doing your own marketing. You need to be putting yourself out there, showing off your projects, showing off video testimonials, showing off your team, documenting what you're doing, building your brand, showing off your community involvement and everything like that. You need to be doing that in this day and age, all right? The companies that are just outsourcing their marketing and not taking care of any of it in-house, they're always going to be reliant on those outside agencies, all right? It's like renting a house, right? The minute you stop paying that agency is the minute those leads stop, right? The minute you stop paying rent on your apartment, your house, your commercial building, whatever it is, that's the minute you stop having a place to live or run your business from, right? So think about it that way. When you're doing your own marketing and building your own brand and generating your own content and things like that, you're building equity into your business. Like, that's an asset in your business, right? So that's buying a house. You're buying a house every month, you're putting equity into it, you're building up that asset. Versus renting, the minute you cut that off is the minute you're cut off from any leads or business or customers or anything like that. So those are some things that we are walking through with this roofing company owner, helping him make the best possible decision for his business, because our role, one of our core values, is that we are trusted advisors. We want to advise him in a trusted way to help his business, whether that means working with us or not, all right? So I want you guys to consider those options, whether you're just starting out, whether you're at 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, or beyond. How do you put those right pieces in place to not only build your brand, not only generate customers and get leads and appointments and sales, but how do we become that magnetic company where we're going to attract those rock stars, those all-stars, those awesome people that align with our values, that want to join our mission, all right? Because people out there today have a choice, okay? They have a choice on whether they're, where they're going to go work. And if you're showing that you have a bright future and you have a cool brand and you're involved in the community and it's more than just about money, then you're going to attract people that share those values, and you're going to be able to hit your goals that much faster and with that much more certainty. All right, so just a few things to consider as you kind of map out those pieces to get into wherever you want to go, get on that trajectory to where you're going. So I hope this helps you. If you have any other questions about this, feel free to reach out to me. If you want to learn more about our marketing training program, head on over to our website at contractordynamics.com. There's some free training videos. You can set up a call with one of our marketing advisors, or if you want to connect with me, send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram. On Instagram at HeyJosephHughes, and I'd love to interact, build a relationship, get to know you a little bit, and help you put those pieces in place to get to that next level. That's all I've got for today. I'll talk to you soon.